All right, today we are doing a full face of makeup with just one brush. It is the iiiD brush. This is one of my absolute favorite brushes, especially for beginners, because it makes the application super easy and it can do your entire face. So this is a medium coverage brush. It has one pointier end, which is great for more detail work. And then the other side has a little bit of a rounded kind of flat end. So whether you're new to Seint or you just need a little bit of a refresher, come follow along. The first thing I do before every application is to prime my face with our setting spray. It really helps with the longevity of my makeup so that it lasts all day long. This is a damp sponge that I sprayed it onto. All right, so we are starting with contour, and I'm using the flatter end of the brush just to get a little bit of contour on and then hug right underneath my cheekbone up towards my hairline. I'm not too worried about being precise because this is all going to blend together in the end. I'm going to put it along the top of my forehead and my jawline, and then you can kind of pinch it together to get it a little skinnier as you apply your nose contour, which is optional, and then even underneath your lower lip. I'm going to flip around to the pointier end and apply my brightening highlight on the inner and outer corner of my eye. My biggest tip with this makeup is less is more. So if you are just starting out, go with a very light hand. The biggest mistake people make is that they apply too much and you don't need a lot with cream makeup. And then I'm just putting that brightening shade down the center of my face. Now I'm tapping into my main color and I'm filling in any areas that don't have makeup. You can see I'm really not applying a ton, just a really light hand. And now I'm using the flatter end to just blend everything together. When I blend, I start with my lighter shades first and then go into the darker shades. And as I blend, I'm really just using like a tapping or pushing motion. So tap, 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 push, 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 small little strokes as I work my way around my entire face. And then I will start in with my contour as well to blend all of that together. Up here on my forehead, I kind of blend downwards. Same with my jawline, I'm blending downwards. And then on my cheeks, I want to blend upwards and create a little bit of lift where my cheek contour is. And you can see that it all just kind of starts to melt together and look really nice and cohesive. Now I'm adding bronzer. If you got bronzer, you're going to apply this where the sun naturally hits your face. So on your forehead, the tops of your cheekbones, and then you can also bring it down along your jaw and neck if you tend to have a lighter neck area. That'll just create a more uniform coloring. And then I'm tapping into my blush right here, putting that kind of high on my cheekbones, which is what I prefer for a more lifted look, and just tapping that into my face. I'm gonna then apply the same shades on my lips, just using my fingers. And now I'm going to set my makeup. So I'm using my setting spray again, just like I did at the beginning of my application. My sponge is damp and I am just tapping and pushing that around my face. This is going to set my makeup so it lasts all day, and it's also doing a final blending job. Once that dries, I'm gonna apply a little bit of setting powder anywhere where I want a matte finish. I like this underneath my eyes and in my T-zone. It gives a little bit of extra protection. If you're oily, you definitely want a powder, or if you just prefer a more matte finish. And then the last thing I like to do is add a little bit of illuminator on the tops of my cheekbones right here. I just use my finger. This is a cream illuminator, and it's going to give you the prettiest shimmer when the light hits your face. You can also apply a little bit of illuminator onto your Cupid's bow. I'll show you that in just a moment. Right here above your upper lip. And then even on your nose, if you want a little bit of shimmer right there, you can do your bottom lip. And that's it, you guys. My entire face, one brush.